Well, Canada's highest court says it won't be weighing in on a lawsuit that could change how governments are held to account on climate change. Well, for more on the decision, we're joined live by CTV's Scott Hurst, a former CP24. Tell us about the decision.
Jamie, old habits die hard, but I appreciate the introduction right there. So Canada's top court has turned down an Ontario request to weigh in on a challenge to its climate plan. It's being challenged by a group of young activists who argue the changes made to Ontario climate targets in 2018 are a threat to their future. They argue the weakened targets allow more greenhouse gas emissions to be emitted. It further contributes to climate-related impacts like heat waves, floods, and devastating wildfires, and ultimately harm the health of future generation and violates their charter rights. They say as young people, they are especially at risk because they are the ones who will bear the brunt of the impact in the future, which they say jeopardizes their future. Now, the Supreme Court of Canada's decision means the challenge will instead be revived in an Ontario court. Now, this takes us back to 2019 when then 12-year-old Sophia Mather and 6 other young people joined together to challenge Ontario's watered-down emissions targets. Now, throughout this court process, there have been ups and downs for the youth challenging this plan. And here's how we got to this point. In October of last year, a court of appeal sided with the youth applicants. Then the Ontario government filed an application for leave to appeal the case to the Supreme Court. Now, as we learn, the top court will not weigh in on the appeal from the province. It'll go back to Ontario courts with the potential implications on how governments respond to climate change. Now, legal experts say the case could clarify whether governments in Canada have any constitutional obligation, Jamie, to protect Canadians from climate change.
That's CTV's Scott Hurst with that report. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.